Hey there guys, how's it going? This is John Matthew and you're watching Cinemania 24/7. And today here we have the Hot Wheels 5 pack. That's the Fast and Furious 5 pack basically. After a very long time I managed to get this thing. Very rare to find in India otherwise, but I still managed to get it here. It's an absolute, pleasure to get this right in your hands. You can see the cars inside. Haven't even opened the box yet. Today we're going to do an unboxing video for this particular set, and we're also going to see each and every car one by one. All the Fast and Furious fans, assemble guys, because we are all a family. You know that. We're going to unbox this particular box set, and we're also going to talk about each and every car and how they have been detailed and how they compare to the other versions of the cars that have been released over the years. And somehow this version is a must own for everyone. I'll get to that part in the conclusion of the video, but till that time, let's get on to a Fast and Furious adventure. So this guys is the entire 5 pack, and we'll start opening it from above here. I ended up tearing this section though, unfortunately. Yeah, and voila. This is how we open up the entire section like this. I'll keep the camera tucked in here with me. Of course. Oh god, this is so bad. So sorry people. Yeah, and now we'll unbox this video. Ooh. Damn. So this is the box finally. Through the box, and these are the cars. And these are all the cars. You can see them. That's the Dodge Charger that Dom drove, Brian's Supra, Sean's Mustang, Dom's Chevelle, the one that was there in the first Fast and Furious movie, and he repainted it for the fourth one. This is a car that was there in Fast and Furious 6, but which character drove it, I don't remember. This is probably a background car or something. And now we are going to go around, talking about each of these cars separately, individually. Hope you like them and will watch the video soon. This here, my friends, is the Dodge Charger, the one that Dom drove in the original Fast and Furious movie. Looks exactly like that. Quite a big car, of course. The weight isn't exactly anything exceptional. I like the, okay, it's metallic, I guess. The metallic, lower part of the car. The wheels look pretty identical to the movie version, of course. You can even perform that wheelie if you just put your thumb on this like this. Performs the wheelie and goes like this. The motion of the car is absolutely beautiful. The detail and attention to scale is absolutely beautiful. Love the car. The only thing that the car probably misses is rubber tires. This is something that a lot of the other reviewers have also been talking about lately. But I personally feel this is a very good car. Of all the iterations of the Dodge Charger that you've ever seen in any Fast and Furious movie, this iteration was the most legit and most dope one of them all. I guess I enjoyed this a lot though. This is a cool car, of course. Fresh out of the factory sort of paint smell. Looks absolutely cool. The Dodge Charger. And oh god, the coolest car ever made, the Toyota Supra Mark IV, the one that Brian was driving in the first Fast and Furious movie. Of course, this car exactly isn't very detailed, as you can see. It has a lot of mistakes in the body cues. Stickers are missing. This spoiler isn't supposed to be orange either. It's supposed to be of a different color. Of course, it's supposed to be silver and black, something like that. A lot of the parts on the car are also missing, but somehow it's a pretty detailed car. I like the way the headlights are designed, pretty similar to what the headlights were in the first Fast and Furious movie. Of course, the graphics on the car are dope ass. Believe me, they're actually dope ass. The wheels look good. The beneath or lower section of the car is well made. The wheels, as I mentioned, are good enough. And this is a fresh made car and absolutely beautiful. Funny how the Toyota Supra has actually shot up so much in value ever since the first Fast and Furious movie. If I ever get my hands on one of these in real life, I'm a very lucky guy. Very, very lucky guy. The second car here. Number 3 here on the list is the the Drift Stang, the Mustang with, of course, the Nissan Skyline RB engine that we see in Tokyo Drift. This is the car that Sean drives in the end, his father's cars apparently. He drives this and wins the race with DK at the end of Tokyo Drift. Brilliant car. I like the entire detail on it. The green and the blue, white stripes are absolutely cool. The wheels look good. Car feels pretty heavy also. I like the metallic, lower part of the car. My mother apparently used to complain about why Hot Wheels cars have a plastic lower back, which apparently makes these cars inferior quality. Apparently, she thinks so. This car looks good, shiny, and I'll try to make sure that this car remains as beautiful as it was when I bought it a couple of months back. So, this is Sean's Mustang from Tokyo Drift. Of course, a lovely car. Really, really lovely car. Car number 3 here. And here is Dom's Chevrolet Chevelle from the fourth Fast and Furious movie. This is the car that basically appeared in the end credits, or let's say post credits of the first Fast and Furious movie 2. The only thing is you see Dom driving this car in a red and black edition towards the end of the first Fast and Furious movie, where he is in Baja, Mexico. And 5 years after the events of that movie, that is Fast and Furious 4, we see him repaint this car. And this is the car that blows up with the skyline in the fourth movie. Great car. I like the entire paint and the feel that it has when I touch it. Absolutely, rough but still gets the job done. The lower part of the car is beautiful, of course. The model's name is etched here along with some other details. The wheels look fine. Overall artwork is pretty, reminiscent of the car that existed in the movie, of course. Very accurate to scale car. Looks sturdy, and the height of the car is absolutely cool too. So this is the fourth car of the entire pack. Love this car. And the final car of the entire series, that is the Aston Martin DB5. This car pretty much resembles the James Bond version of the Aston Martin. Of course, it appeared in Fast and Furious 6. I only need to get my memories fresh in order to make sure which movie this car appeared in, because I certainly don't seem to remember it. Anyway, it's a great car. It is the lightest of them all. The wheels are pretty reminiscent of the Fast and Furious car wheels. I actually have another version of this car in the maroon color that's in my home right now, but the place where I live, I currently don't have that car. This is pretty reminiscent of what the James Bond car used to look like. Of course, it's accurate to scale, good enough, and the lower part is also well designed, metallic, and it also has the information on the car as well, which model and what year it belongs to. So yeah, the other details also look good. It's a pretty nice car. I like the way the headlights have been designed here. If only I could show them to you. Great car. So these are the 5 cars finally lined up together. Starting all the way from the first one, we have Dom's Charger, Brian's Supra, this is Sean's Mustang, Dom's Chevelle, and the car from Fast and Furious 6. I don't know which character drove it though. So this, my friends, is the entire collection here. Beautiful collection. There are many other Fast and Furious cars that I'll possibly collect in the next few years to come, or let's say a few months to come, if only I find it in stores nearby. This is the entire collection. I'll also post another few videos of this collection. I'll try to make them as cinematic and as cool as possible. This will be the first time I do this on the channel. Till that time, guys, take care. Bye bye. Stay safe. Keep buying films on physical media. That's the best way you can protect and preserve films for long. Stay safe, take care, and Godspeed, my friends.